Hey everyone, my name is Sean Cecil, and today I'm going to teach you why you shouldn't fight through challenges. A lot of people in our society, they encourage you, oh, you just got to fight through, you just got to push through, you just got to work through the challenges. And if you just, suffer enough as you go through it, then eventually you're going to win, right? And you're going to make it and it's going to be amazing. I have a friend of mine who calls this hustle porn. Which is his word for when people are talking about the entrepreneur who struggled and they're showing you all this kind of stuff and they're trying to tell you, oh, you should work 12, 14, 16 hours a day, all this kind of stuff. And the truth is that is better than the alternative of doing nothing. Throwing your heart and soul into it, working really hard, sacrificing, challenging yourself, that's all great if you're comparing it to the idea of sitting around, accepting the status quo, and settling for less than you're worth. I'm all for that. But it's not the best option, by far. Because beyond that, there's another option. You could call it working smarter, not harder. But more importantly, because it's not about the external stuff, right? You can still end up working, 12 hours a day or whatever in certain cases if you're building a business. But it's not about the time, it's about how you internally approach it. So in this better option, right, you still have the same challenges. You still have to get the same work done. The difference is instead of telling yourself how much you're suffering, right, you see the challenge for what it is and you don't give yourself that negative frame. There's a difference between challenges and suffering. Suffering comes when you resist the challenges. If you accept the challenges, if you engage with the challenges, if you look forward to what they're going to bring you, not just what you're going to get at the end, but what you're going to get through the course of the growth of facing the challenge, then you don't have to suffer when you face the challenge. It's like when you play a game. If you're playing, a board game or a video game or anything like that, right? You're going to come across challenges, but that's part of the fun of it. That's part of what makes life worth living. That's part of what makes the game worth playing, right? And it's the same thing in life, And so if you can accept the challenges and you can not resist them, you're not fighting them, you're not struggling against them, you're not setting yourself up as this, adversary in war against these things, right? Then you can go and you can overcome those same challenges without the suffering and without the pain. That doesn't mean you're not going to have to work hard. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have moments where you have to overcome some inner demons. That's part of life, right? But if you look at it from the perspective of growth, if you look at it from the perspective of not resisting what your path has in front of you, then it's a lot easier. And because it's a lot easier and it comes with a lot less stress, you're going to end up being more efficient and you're going to end up working less, not because you're doing less, but because you're not wasting time on nonsense, because you're able to operate faster, because you're able to get in touch with that intuition and that insight and that creativity that's going to give you solutions that you never would have seen otherwise, that open up new and more efficient paths. And it all comes back to that. It all comes back to accepting the challenges in front of you, to welcoming the challenges in front of you, to focusing on what it's going to give you, and not to resisting what's in front of you. And certainly not to just sitting in the status quo, because that's never the right answer, right? So find your challenges, meet them with a happy face instead of a heavy heart. And that is the best way to not fight through your challenges, but to still overcome them, learn from them, and do great things. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want to learn more about career planning, getting out of a burnout job, or creating a career that truly fulfills you, then I've got a free comprehensive video laying out the process. All you need to do is go to the link below, www.oculusinstitute.com/workshop, and sign up to get access to the free presentation. See you on the other side.